because my teeth, I don't have my teeth in.
Do you want to get him?
No, Jaggy this morning, I'll do okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, who was Orville Murphy's wife?
Loresta.
Was she relation to you?
She could be related back to my grandmother Eva, coming in on her mother Prossy's side. As they were, I think they were cousins. My grandmother Eva, I think, and Prossy was way back. Yes, I know how it comes in. Prossy's father was Billy Jennings. And I said Prossy's father was William Jennings, we call him Billy. I don't remember him, but I know, you know. And my great-grandma was Sarah Jennings. She was a sister to them. And then there could be some more in the family that I'm not right up on now. But now I do know that, you know. Yeah. Way back to generations. Comes in on my father's side, the Jennings is back, then that comes in to his mother's side. Her mother was, name was Sarah Jennings. What was her father's name? Oh, I can't remember. I think it was a James Jollymore, I think, was Grandma's father. Yes, it was, I think, because they used to live over there. There used to be an old mill, you know, there, and he lived there somewhere, and they used to call him Mill Jimmy. And see, Mum had a grandfather named James Jollymore, which was Norman Jollymore's father, and they used to call him Red Jimmy because there were two James Jollymore.
Called him what?
Yeah.
Called him what?
Red Jimmy, and then the one that lived over here used to be Shadow's Edwards old middle years ago, and he lived over there close to it, and they used to call him Mill Jimmy. And my grandfather Norman's father used to call Red Jimmy. I heard Mum say that, so that's how I know that little bit of stuff. Yeah, James. A little later on there, when Lauren's brother was named James, even the name of Jimmy Jollymore. And so there's the James family here.
Jimmy was an artist, did you know that?
Oh, he could draw, I can tell you right now.
You remember his drawings?
Oh, I guess I do.
What did he draw?
Oh, anything I guess that he probably drawn, I just can't remember all of them now. But I'm telling you, he could sit there and he could draw, it was almost like picture taking. He was so good at that. Yeah, he could really draw.
So, who was the person that was related to you somehow, or to Cecil, that was connected to Orville Murphy? She used to come down here all the time.
You mean Loresta?
Loresta, yeah, I suppose.
That's Cecil's sister. He had Mabel and Lita and Loresta. And then he had another brother named Marvin that lived down Eastern Shore. I don't remember, what was it? I know it's a poor name. Oh, was that where Marvin's wife was from down that way around, what name of the place? I can't even name it. It's anyways just down Eastern Shore that way, isn't it? From just down Eastern Shore there. I don't know what the name of that place is sure was from.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's try to get things started here. Can't really hear you very well.
No, that's what I don't really talk about.
Okay, so I never noticed that before. I always could hear you, always.
Yeah, maybe I'm just talking a little lower.
Yeah, I think you are a little low. and the camera's not going to pick it up.
Oh, darn.
And I got it turned up as loud as it'll go.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that it's not really much coming through. Anyway, I just want to hear some stories about Milk Hope from years ago, and like when you were growing up, and what it was like around here, and what you guys did in your spare time, and all that. What kind of trouble did you get in?
It wasn't too much because we wasn't allowed to run around too much. I don't remember getting in any, but back in them days you had to walk the track, make sure you walked it. Oh, yeah. We used to live in a log cabin just beside of Hobbs. There was up on that hill where people named the Snows used to live in it.
Yeah.
My father had a log cabin there. And I was born there, and Leighton and Floyd. And then there's two good young ones, Julian and her, they died young in infancy. Well, then one we called Googs. Nora, really, we called her Googs. She was the last one born in that house.
Yeah, Googie, right? Googie.
Yeah, in the old log cabin.
She was a character.
Then Mum moved up with her father, Mum and Jollymore. We were there for a while, and
Now, where did Norman live?
well, there was a place that was pretty well down by the road there.
Oh, that little square place,
Yeah, there's a little thing there.
right on the corner of the driveway that goes in now.
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah.
And he lived there, and
Well, your father lived there too.
yeah, well, he moved up from the log cabin because the log cabin was on Hiram's father's land. And of course, he had to move. They didn't own there. And he moved up then with Granddaddy Norman for a while, and then he built a house down to the lodge. And then we lived there for a couple of years. Walter and Leo was born to Mum down at the lodge. So then her father wasn't well, so she came up to look after him. And then we stayed up there, and while we were up there, the house down to the lodge got burned down somehow with everything in it.
Where in the lodge was this?
Well, you know where George Forge lives?
Yeah.
George? Well, it's just back this ways away. I think there's a house in there now.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yes.
Yeah, it's just back this ways away from George's, coming this way. I was there, and then Mum moved, and she came back then in Milk Hope there with her father, and she looked after him.
Did Norman ever live down where Charlie used to live?
No. I think that was Isaiah Roy's house, and I don't know how Uncle Charlie and that they moved there, and they were there from the time I knew, they were there. And she had Gordon and Wellesley.
Charlie, Muriel, and Wellesley.
Yeah. Well, Muriel, Charlie's wife.
Yeah.
And I think they're cousins there somehow through a relation, but that's that, An elderly man used to own that house. It was Isaiah Roy. He used to, and she looked after him. They looked after him, and they
Yeah.
there.
Did they not call him Iser? Because they used to say
Yeah.
Iser's Road?
Yeah. His name was Isaiah Roy.
Yeah.
And they looked after him until he was a real old man when he passed away. He must be near 100 if he wasn't. It's a funny thing. And he used to come up and talk to my grandfather Norman when we lived in Granddaddy Norman's old house there. It's gone down now. I don't know if you may remember that or not. It was closer down by the road there, but then in later years, then my father got the house, the one that's over there now, and built it back away from the road.
Yeah, no. But I can't remember any of that. I did go down, Hilda's, right?
And
But what about Benny Jennings over down the road there. Benny and Ossie.
Yeah, they lived in the same house the time I could remember, but then Austin had a little place down by the road years ago.
Who did?
Aussie, we used to call him Aussie.
Yeah, Ossie, yeah.
And years ago, he used to have a little canteen and sell little stuff. Then he just lived in there. And
That's where Sonny Young ended up living.
What?
Sonny Young used to live down there.
Yeah, well, that's Benny's grandchild. His daughter Agnes had them Evelyn and Irene and Sonny. She was married to Watson Young.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Elma, his other daughter, she married Spencer Dory, but they lived in Halifax. As I remember, I was only young, and Mum went in there one time to see Elma, and that's how I knew where she lived there. You know Sonny Young? Well, his son, Benny's other daughter, Agnes. There's Evelyn, Irene, and Sonny, well, Alexander's. They went down to school down here in Milcote School. And then they moved away there. I don't know what happened really, but Watson Young, and they get old and passed away, but I don't know if his kids were small then or not, so back there. But I can remember Watson. But I can remember when the kids was all staying down to Bobby Harnish's mother, Minnie. That's the place, you know where Alma used to live in a little house. I'm just back this way, but right there, it was Minnie's house, you know, near a little roadway go through there.
Is that who that old lady was that lived down there? Down like by Arnold, so where Arnold was.
Oh yeah, Minnie, yeah.
Minnie, I remember her, you know that.
Oh, for God's sake.
I remember her. That's like,
Yeah,
I mean, she must have been 150 at that
She
time.
was quite old when she passed.
Oh, yes.
We used to go to buy her pencils and scribblers, and then on Easter time she used to sell these little Easter candy. These little Easter eggs and little chocolate rabbits and all. We kids used to go there. And then actually the little roadway goes in there, and then Alma's was on the opposite side. Arnold Harnish's place was.
Yeah, up on the road.
Yeah. And then there was a little road back there. An old man named Garvey Harnish, which was Arnold's father, Arnold and Granville and
Garvey, now you're getting into Richie Harnish and Della and those guys.
yeah, they was Richie was Garvey Harnish's son. I think Garvey and Lander was brothers. I'm pretty sure they were. It's quite a while of me to go, you know. If I wouldn't ask her Mum all the time who was related to who, I wouldn't have heard a thing.
Yeah.
So that's as far as I can go there. And I can remember Granville's father, Garvey. He was quite an old man, but I'm only young. I can remember him. And Minnie's husband, Leander, I remember him. He had a place down across the old road where he used to make barrels. Leander used to.
Down across what road?
The old shore road. There was no pavement or anything there then.
You mean just down from Arnold's, from where Arnold used to live?
Yeah, and there are.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of buildings there, yeah.
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 But a lot of it has gone down too. A lot of the buildings that I remember are gone.
Gee, I have a picture I should show you and ask you whose house that is.
Yes, and there's
I think I have to do that.
There's some houses gone too that I couldn't remember.
Oh my God, I gotta find this picture and show it to you.
Well, I might just remember because I went to school when I was 5. But we lived in a log cabin just beside Uncle Hobbs up on that hill. Snow's built a house to this old land. And Snow's built right there where the old cabin was. And so we used to go down, just down there to the school. Yeah. We had it handy to school anyway, at that time. Well then, my father moved up, Mum's father got kind of old and feeble, and she went up then to look after him. And we stayed up there, and then a house down at the lodge there. And we moved down. That was back in the 40s sometime. Well, then Granddaddy Norman got sick again, and Mum moved up to look after him. And when we were up there, the house down to the lodge got burnt down, everything into it. So then we stayed right up there at Grandfather Norman's. He gave Mum the land, the house. The old house of his is torn down. And it was old, and, you know, the wood was so bad in it, it wasn't worth taking it apart and repairing it. But then we stayed up to Mill Cove, and like I say, when we were up there, and the house got burnt down at the lodge, and we stayed right up there in Mill Cove. And then later years, the old place of Granddaddy Norman's got torn down, and then now we got that house that's over there now. So get that built somehow, because I was living here then when that was built. I never lived in that newer one over there. So that was that. And the one that, just beside Uncle Hobbs up on the little hill, there's a house there now. I guess they sold the land to strangers. They wouldn't give my father any, and that's beside the point. And up there we had a log cabin and moss in between the logs for to keep the wind out. And on January 10th, 1932. Yeah. The last one was born in that house with, well, I still call her Googs, you know, I mean.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
there's two little ones, a boy and a girl that had passed away in infancy. And then Mum had Googs, I'll still call her Googs. And then we moved up to her father's, Granddaddy Norman's, for a while, and my father got a piece of land down at the lodge and built a little house down there, and we stayed down there for a while, and then Granddaddy got sick, and Mum came back up to look after him again, and gee, well, we were going, the house down there got burnt down and everything in it. So then we stayed right up down in the cove in the old house. And well, I was married and over here living then, and when they tore it down, I wasn't living there then, and now they had got that house over there that's over there now, so got that built. And that's the story. Yes, I think Lola was the last one to get born in my grandfather Norman's house. Yeah. And
I'm listening, but I'm looking for a picture too.
Walter and Leo was born down at the lodge. She had two kids there. Yeah, and then Nellie had a girl named Ella. She had her while we were living down there, but when we moved back up the Mill Cove to look after grandfather, and the house burned down. Everything in it, and then there's where we stayed. And then Granddaddy Norman gave Mum the land and stuff over there to give it to her for looking after her. Yeah, so that's the little story there.
Well,
Yeah. Had a long walk up and down there up to the schoolhouse in the winter time. No, we down to well, just this, like coming this way from George Burgess, there's a little bit of land in between, you know, over there, the hill by George. And Lillian was the name, used to live. And coming back this way in there was where the little house was, the house. And then Mum come up to look after her father. And
did they ever close the school when the snow down?
I believe they did down here, so I had to walk up here to school. We never went down off to school. I went to go up here to Mill Cove School, head there. And so I think it was closed a couple of times. But I don't know what occasion it was, but I think it was for some reason or other, unless it was holidays, and at the time I just didn't realise
I
what it
mean,
was.
when it snowed, did they close the school down every time it snowed?
Sometimes when it snowed bad, I think there was a couple.
And you're talking about how many feet of snow?
Well, I know the snow banks were quite deep down there. There must be 3 or 4 feet of snow that I can remember.
Yeah, now it's 3 or 4 inches
Yeah.
they close.
Yeah.
Well, 3 or 4 centimeters they'll close
Yeah.
the school.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a long time before there was any snow plows put on. The men used to go out and shovel the driveways and shovel along the old highway there. There was no pavement back then. That got back there. Mum died in 1946, and
Yeah, this I know this got paved in 1948.
there's a house over there just above Randy, there on the other side there. Yeah, your mother and father, Thomas and Peggy, lived in for a while there.
Yeah, it's Calvin's.
Yes, yeah, Mum's Uncle Calvin place. There's a lot of people lived in that old home. Yeah, but anyway, then that's gone. Yeah. Not much going to
Soon
say.
everybody will be gone. Nobody will ever know that ever happened.
Oh, yeah. No, I was always asking Mum, we walked to Hubbard's to the store up there. And I always asked Mum who lived there and who was that. And she said, "Child, what do you want to know all that?" I said, "I'd just like to know who was there." And that's how I come to know who was these houses. A lot of them are gone and not called that I remember. Yeah.
Remember when Carol's store burned down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What were you doing when that happened?
Oh, I think I was still living home then in Grandfather Norman's old house. I'm pretty sure I was.
And when you heard about it, what did you?
We just went down and, we young kids would and just looked at it, Because we walked down there many a time for grocery and stuff.
Did that happen in the nighttime or daytime?
Oh, I don't know. I just can't.
Okay.
It seems like it happened. Seems like it happened in the early mornings, if I'm right. It's a while back, and I never paid all that attention to it, And, yeah, I used to go down there for groceries after Carl's. Ellison Shadford had a grocery store over here, and there's where most of it was when I was growing up, was over here at Ellison Shadford's shop. And then later on there was...
But before Carl went over there, he went down the road here to where Clooney lived.
Yeah, but after, where Harry Jollymore lived?
Yeah?
Right across there on that point, there's where Carl had a store.
Yeah, that's the one that burned down.
Yeah.
Then he moved from there over to...
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh, just over the road here to,
Yeah.
where Clooney's lived.
Yeah.
Beside Benny Jennings' place.
Yeah, no, that used to be Ellison Jennings' house.
Elson Jennings.
Crosby's brother.
I see.
I used to go and play with Geraldine, that's one of his daughters, or Geraldine Juanita.
But then it was Elson Shaffer's place over here is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's that grocery store.
Yeah.
When we left to the lodge, we used to walk down the road around down to Ozzie Murphy's for groceries when there's certain days that Wardy Hubner used to peddle groceries for Cunningham's up here, and there were only certain days when you ran out of stuff. You had to walk down Orchard Cove and Ozzie Murphy's. They had a little in-the-house grocery store.
Who's Cunningham?
They used to have a store up there, I don't know what it is now, A.N. Cunningham. He used to have a grocery store. And he had people to drive trucks up and down the road.
Like Albert Nagel did?
Yeah, certain days a week.
Where was that store? Where was that house or store?
I could get something so bad. Oh, Cunningham's store. You know where the road goes back to the railroad track there? It was right there on that corner.
Where? In Milco?
No, in Hubbard's.
Oh yeah, back to Station Road.
Yeah, pretty well back there, Cunningham's store was.
Okay.
And then Mickey Andrews, I think, had it after that, and I just forget how.
Oh, is that the story? Mickey Andrews' story? I know where that is.
Yeah, it was a big old Cunningham's. Ian Cunningham had it. Wardy Hubley used to have a van. He'd bring groceries around some days a week, you know, he'd come. But most of the time you're short. Well, the other one lived in Milko, but we lived down to the lodge. Well, then you had to walk down to St. Murphy's and get your can of milk or whatever you were short in. So I walked, but I walked it. That no bridge there until it's cold. And a rainstorm come, that used to overflow. My glasses on.